I'm not really sure, but a common question is about distance to zero my red dot's at. I'll give you the answer to that, but more importantly, I think the process for zeroing the gun is worth talking about also. When I'm shooting, we just put the red dot on. You just want to check, check it, get it close. At 7 yards, 10 yards, I'll shoot just the normal. For most people, if you're not 1,000% sure where things are going, the wisdom is conventional wisdom: shoot 3 shots, kind of an average of where they're going, then adjust them, and then once you get it close, you kind of keep moving back. You fire 3 shots and make a correction, and as you get it kind of tuned in, you go further and further back. I do it a little bit different. If you're comfortable, you shoot one shot and you know 1,000% where it went. That's cool. If not, for most people, probably shooting 2 or 3 shots to make sure you get a trend or a somewhat tight group to make sure that it's really where it's going is a good idea. But at 7 or 10 yards, all I really work on a ton is worrying about the windage. So the left to right. Get that absolutely spot on, because the closer you get, the easier it's going to be to do. The farther away you get, the tougher it's going to be to do. And I want to try to eliminate human error as much as I can. So at 10 yards, I'll shoot to worrying about the windage, so the left to right, and get it absolutely perfect, as close as I can. Then move the target back. Maybe it's 15. But ultimately, I end up zeroing around 20 to 25 yards, give or take. Anywhere in that range is fine. I don't have to even pace it off. You can kind of just, look, or if the range is 50 yards, put it in the middle, kind of a thing. That's going to be fine. And then what I'll do is, at that distance then, I'll verify the windage is still okay or there's nothing wrong. But if it's a little bit, it's an inch left or right, I'm not going to worry about that, because I know up close I've shot it so much that I know it's stacking shots. It's right on the perf. It's right on the line, exactly where I want it to be. Then at distance, I worry about the elevation, the up and down more, which is good because it gives me one less thing to worry about. So then as I'm stepping it back, maybe I was at 7 or 10, maybe you shoot a little bit at 15 or so, worrying about it, getting it close as far as the up and down, the elevation. Then from there, move it back to 20, 25, shooting it more. If there's something really wonky where the windage is way off, the left and right, it's going way off the side, one or the other, I just want to be able to verify either that's something mechanical that I didn't detect or I missed up close, or if it's me and I can feel I'm having a tough time, then that would be okay, in my opinion, to write that off. Granted, at any distance, you should be able to shoot a good group, but it's easier said than done, especially when you're starting shooting. So, and then also, like, zeroing a pistol should not be a super long production. For most people, inside of 10 or 20 rounds, you should have it pretty close to zero, in my opinion. It shouldn't be an all-day thing. So, again, I'm shooting it at 7 or 10 yards, anywhere in there, worrying about just the windage. So just getting the left to right where it's perfect. Then from there, get it back to 15. You'll see if the windage is way off, but if it's just a little bit, like, yep, probably me. Worry about the elevation more, the up and down. From there, go back to 20 to 25 yards. Do more shooting, and then I'm being really critical of the elevation, how far it is up and down. Once I get that, figured out, I think I've got it close. If you want to, you could use a rest or a bags, unless you feel comfortable shooting it offhand. Then I want to shoot the best group I can shoot. Maybe 2, 3, 5 rounds if you want to, just to confirm, to make sure you know where it hits. If you feel confident checking it farther distances, maybe 30 yards or 40 yards is fine. For most people, that's quite a stretch to shoot that far. And I think 25 yards is plenty. If you could get it hitting a reason like a dessert plate, for most people, I think is pretty good. But you really want to get it as close as you can. And if you need to use a rest or something like that, that's fine. But other than that, for me today, if I go to the range, inside of 20 rounds, I should have it figured out. So worry about the windage first, then worry about the elevation, and I'm good to go. So the other thing is, I don't check it every single time I go to the range. You only have one opportunity for the day to shoot cold, and I don't want to waste the time or warming up shooting a group every time to make sure my gun's still zeroed or something like that. I witness mark my screws. Dang it, I don't have a gun right by me, or an optic gun anyway, but I just use a paint pen on the top screws to witness mark them so I can see the paint pen line goes across the screw and then into the red dot. So I can just look and see if the screw started to back out. I can see that those lines won't match up anymore. Tell me that something's up and I need to look at it. Otherwise, I don't check it every range session because you only get one chance at your cold shooting, and I'm going to work on performing on demand. But at the end of the range session, or if I suspect something's up, then of course I could just fire a couple rounds to verify it. Otherwise, I kind of just set it and forget it. And then if I had a major match coming up or something where I wanted to took the gun apart and deep cleaned it or inspected it, then of course I could verify it if I wanted to before a major match, just to make sure everything's how it should be. But otherwise, I think some people make it out to be a little bit tougher than it has to be, and that's all I do. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, if you think I'm crazy and you think I should use a 53 3/4 feet 0 or something like that, or maybe 500 yards, I mean, people come up with crazy stuff. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, I do read through the comments, try to answer them the best I can. Drop it below. I appreciate you watching.